Nico!
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Minutes. 2 minutes, Nico.
Hold on to your butt.
For Carl! Hey, Carl, welcome back. Hey, look at me. I'm not dead. No, not quite yet. I was close on Saturday, but I have made it. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, Nico. Oh, God, it's 2 minutes till we're done with the stream, I guess. It's your fault, Nico, even though Old Bacon Face typed it. But hey, welcome back, everybody. It is another SnowRunner Wednesday. The snow is being kept by top men. Top men. We'll see it again someday. Somewhere between season 14 and 16, there was promised to be at least one more season with some snow in it. But we're in the Zharbay quarries where there is no snow. There's nothing but those miserable, stupid rocks everywhere. And a couple of underground or underwater routes that prevent trucks from moving and driving you crazy when they do it at night. And all of the stuff that makes SnowRunner super extra fun. How was Death Star? Oh, God, it was bad. Saturday we wake up And Master Jedi announces, "Oh, hey, look at that, Rob Socks. Welcome in." Anyone who isn't paying attention over on the Sirenscape stream. So, oh, hey, that's a clip I haven't seen before. Ooh, exciting. Rob gifted some contemporary slang, I think is the term we're going with, socks, to several of the crew of the Sirenscape verse. I don't know. Words are hard today, so I'm really not going to use too many of them. So, Rob knows socks is where we're going with that. Welcome in, Rob. It's tough being a snow walker in a snow runner world. Damn it, you are telling me, man. Oh, no cap, Rob. No cap. Boom. Nailed it. I'm all over that. So, Saturday morning, we wake up. Master Jedi announces, oh, we're going to go out for breakfast. And of course, we've just spent the previous 10 days out. I've eaten so much out that I'm literally sick to my stomach from it. But at least this one's breakfast. Okay, let's go. Let's go and do it. As I'm sitting and I'm waiting for them to bring breakfast, my stomach starts to churn kind of pretty hard. I ate about half my breakfast and decided, that's as far as I think I'm going to get today. Boxed up the rest. I had to make a quick run over to my FLGS to do a free RPG day. Picked up a bunch of books there. There's actually one, the new Artel Saurian thing. Scar Saw. The one with the time-traveling space ninjas in it. They'd actually run out of that one, but they had all the other stuff that I was looking for. And as soon as we were done, I was announcing, I gotta go home. And then I spent a significant amount of the day engaged in restroom activities. We're gonna leave it there because this is a TOS show. And then on Sunday, I slept for about 15 hours. Got up at 4 in the afternoon finally. I'd been up and down a little bit before then, but mostly the down part. So I got up at 4 because there was someplace we needed to go and be at 5, and it was supposed to be maybe a couple of hours. And I thought, well, I'm exhausted and I'm bleary-eyed, but it's with people that we kind of like, so okay, let's go. So naturally the 2-hour thing turned into a 4-hour thing. Got home, and then I went back to bed again for another 8 hours. We got home at 9, and I probably didn't really get to bed till close until 10. But then we've been getting up before 6 every morning this week. So it was like 23 out of 27 hours I spent asleep Sunday into Monday. But then Monday I got up and I wasn't feeling so bad. I'm still tired all the time, but that's just because I have a job. Screw jobs. Stupid, worthless jobs. But other than that, I think I'm doing okay. So Saturday was out. Wait a minute. Warning, the Way of Water. This objective has changed settings and will restart. Okay, we're going to deal with that once I switch over to playing the game. I know in Expeditions, they made a change so that there were certain missions that when you started them, if you went back to the HQ and then tried coming back later, they ran into scenarios where there were certain items that you had to deliver that if you had on your truck when you quit to the HQ, it would delete them. And then you couldn't complete the mission anymore, so you had to manually figure out how to go and get it restarted. So they put a change that says if you stop and quit out in the middle, it will just automatically reset those missions. You got to do them from the beginning. I think something like that may have just hit me here in SnowRunner, because I was doing a mission where you had to deliver. There were 2 locations that need water deliveries. They're big water deliveries, so I had 2 trucks set up. So I've got one truck with a giant trailer that's got a lot of water, and I have one truck with a water frame on it that's got a lot of water. I got them both filled up at the water tower, and I was just strategizing what's the best way to send them out, because I think one has enough water that it can satisfy either of the 2 destinations, but the other one can only do one. So I figured, I'm going to save that for as soon as I fire this up and get back to the stream. I have a suspicion, though, that because I started the mission and I loaded the water tanks on both trucks up, that it may see that it's in progress. I think it just reset it. If that's the case, I'm parked right next to the water tower, though. So I think this is recoverable. Okay, so I think I can go back to my little nonsense stories here now. So we did our party thing. The party thing was actually quite enjoyable. And I hate party things because I hate people. Everyone here should know that by now. Peopling is about the worst thing you can make me go out and do. but I am a professional faker at it, so I can do pretty well. But this one, I actually really kind of enjoyed, and there was a competition. There was the theme competition throughout the party. Master Jedi won it. Her prize is over there, but it's out of my reach, and she's not down here. So maybe we'll save that for Saturday's stream, if Saturday is going to happen. So let's go ahead and deal with that right now. Shock to nobody, especially me, Master Jedi has another work thing going on Saturday. I think it's supposed to be done before 1 o'clock. And if it actually finishes and we actually leave, I will have just enough time to get home and start my regular Sea of Saturdays on the normal time and go. That never happens. So my expectation is that as long as I'm back by 3 instead of 2, I'm going to go ahead and fire it up. At that point, I'll have to decide if I want to kick in just an hour's worth of Grimrock, or I have started playing a little bit of that Ever After Falls, which is a little bit of Stardew, a little bit of Animal Crossing, and then there's one other one I've seen a few people talk about that actually involves, playing cards, kind of like Slay the Spire, because there's a little more combat in it. I don't remember its name. I haven't played it, but it's kind of a mishmash of those. And it seems like there's some sort of a dark, creepy understory running underneath this thing. I might do a little bit of that. But so Saturday should happen in some capacity, but I don't know how long, don't know when it's going to start, don't know what I'm going to do. Don't know if it's going to end up being a complete wash like has happened the last several Saturdays in a row, but we're going to give it a shot. I'm trying to get back. The Saturday itself will probably happen. The sun could go nova before then, and if the Earth no longer exists, then there are no more calendars, so there is no more Saturday, there will be no more spoons. So don't get too carried away with yourself, Nico. Can I break Work's legs so Saturday doesn't work? I could break my Work's legs, but it would have no impact on it. Master Jedi works for the county. If you try breaking the county's legs, the county comes after you. So I don't think I'm going to go with that one. I think it's easier just to kind of go along with it. I don't think I actually have to be there in attendance. I don't have to do delivery of materials like I have a bunch of other times. I think I just have to do a drop-off pickup, because this place is kind of remote. It's up in Forest Park. It's called that because it's a park literally in the middle of a forest. They have a very small parking area. So the people who are running this event, they would very much like them to not take up the precious few parking spots that exist out there. So I'm going to have to drop her off, pick her up. For all of the people that, don't have cars, this is Portland. There's a very, very heavy pedestrian / bicycle / mass transit culture. Anyway, they have arranged for, I'm about to call them tour buses, shuttle buses, to bring people in from someplace else. So I may not have to drive all the way out into the middle of the forest. I may only have to go to the drop-off point. I don't know exactly where it is, but everything always ends up taking 6 times as much time as it actually should. So is Forest Park near the zoo? From the zoo, if you keep going north, Forest Park eventually starts up that way a little bit. The park, what is that? That's Washington Park that the zoo is in. Forest Park is a little farther north, but if you just started walking, you'd have to walk through some neighborhoods that have a lot of trees, so they're kind of forest-y. But yeah, otherwise, 5 miles away, a gajillion minutes later. That's kind of how it works. So yeah, it's an awesome park. I don't want to do it that close to stream time, but yeah, that's what happens. So okay, we've got today taken care of. We've got Saturday taken care of. We have so many adult bullshit things. There's my one of two for the stream to have to do Thursday and Friday. I got zero chance. I can't even pretend like I'd like to be able to do streaming Thursday or Friday this week. It's just not going to happen. If I'm lucky, I might be able to come find Nico on one of his streams, because they don't start until like 9 or sometimes 10 my time. And by that time, Master Jedi's sound asleep usually anyway. So as long as I'm on the headphones, I might be around for those. So Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, I don't know. Who cares? Screw Sunday. That's too far away. Not going to worry about that. Other fun personal stories? Not really any. Last weekend was rough, but I think I'm recovered, so I'm trying to get back in. Pathfinder last night went exceptionally well. We are doing Kingmaker. We finally managed to get to where the group has now completed their first kingdom turn. Their very first action was to assess taxes on their 400 or so citizens. So that's exactly how this campaign is going to go. They then turned around and they wanted to celebrate a new holiday and rolled poorly. So all of the money that they ranged from pulling taxes, they ended up having to turn around and spend to support their holiday event. And then we kind of stumbled through most of the rest of the steps because we were trying to figure out exactly what the hell was going on with all that. They couldn't really do anything, but at least now they have a flavor of all the stuff that they would like to do, but they have to actually build up some resources first. So, random news, Papa Murphy's has a deal. I think it's on July 1st. BOGO, large and family-sized pizzas. Well, that's actually pretty good. I've always enjoyed Papa Murphy's. I love all of the Papa Pizza chains. Although, who's the one? Oh, it's been so long. It's named after a resort in Vegas. Oh, well, I can't remember. There's one here locally now that's way cooler than any of the Papa franchises. We got pizza there a bunch for a while. It really helped out through COVID. We're not doing pizza as much right now, so it's kind of not happening. Bellagio's. That's it. Bellagio's. There's some good pizza. I don't think they deliver much farther than about a 10-mile radius, though, so most everyone watching it's really not going to help you. If you say so, Nico. If you say so. So, we are done with the catch-up. Let me flip over. That button will flip us over to the game. I have it paused to prevent all of the daylight from burning away. This is where I had just received the, oh my god, something terrible has happened. We've reset the game on you. Yeah, Bellagio's is good. They were new. Well, the Tigard store, at least, is new. I guess there may have been more of them someplace else in the past. So, I got my two truck. Well, I got my truck and I got my tanker. The actual water tank is just right there, the big red one. So, let's see. That is full of fuel. The Way of Water. Oh, okay. I see what it did. The first stage of this mission is you had to drive down to the bottom of a quarry, which I did with the Ford F-750 right there, and collect that trailer right there. And then you need to drive that trailer up to that water tank to complete the first phase, which is what it shows up in the upper right corner now. The Way of Water, delivered to the water tower, the water carrier trailer. Okay, and then once you're there, then you can fill stuff up, and there's 2 spots where you have to go to deliver water. So according to that, what I need to do is change back over to this truck. Now that I've changed to this truck, what I need to do is change back to the first truck, because I need this truck to move out of the way. Ooh, hey, that was good timing. Oh, hey, look, I got a fuel trailer sitting here. Well, that's kind of smart of me. I promise that was an accident. It actually has some fuel in it. The most direct way, there's a little dirt road. You drive down the hill, and then you take the dirt road back up to the side. But I've discovered that if you can get around these logs right here, turn on my beacons for safety, you can actually squeeze through right over here. This makes this a way easier drive. It looks like it may have emptied that trailer, so as long as we're over here, we will get the refill going. Drive it into the yellow. Whoop, stage complete. Back up, so activate the water management system. Oh no, look at that. Okay, it did stay full of water. That's handy. So all I had to do was drive a couple of 100 feet to reinitialize the quest. And now we're almost right back to where I started. Hydration. Speaking of, okay, that's a good call. Let me get pulled over here. Pull up alongside the fuel trailer here. Decide where it is exactly we want to head. That engine. Bring up the map. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the show. Coffee Monkey. Luckily, it was a nice overcast day, so it didn't get to be 90 like it did yesterday. It is currently the high of 70 degrees right now. 70 degrees is coffee country, baby. Man, this is the animal coffee, the Nescafe instant. But today's good stuff represents the last pour from the Timmy's bag into the burr grinder that we've got. So I'm almost down to my local Tim Hortons. I got to have me a real live Timmy's in Ohio. It was the best part about going to Ohio. I got me a Timmy's cold brew and a cruller. God damn it, Nico. The old bacon face knew what he was doing, but Nico, you're just antagonizing me. Thanks. Oops, I also see that you've typed words, but I've taken my glasses off, and now I can't find my glasses without my glasses. Oh, there we go. It is still nice and hot. There we go, I can see these. 93, that's gross. Let me go out and throw out a drop here. Oh, look at that. I got a short sleeve shirt with a pocket, so I can actually put my glasses in my pocket. Now I'll just forget that they're there, but at least I won't lose... Well, I won't lose them, but I'll lose them. So, we got to deliver one to the bottom of each of the other two quarries. So I had to pick the trailer up down here at the Way of Water. And then you need to deliver water down to the bottoms of the other two quarries. One of them needs 1,800... Way of Water. This one. That one needs 1,800. That one needs the 2,000. I believe the truck that I've got can do the 1,800, but I need the trailer to do the 2,000. And I have yet to find a shortcut way of getting in to this quarry, like along this ridge here. So I think I have to drive it out and then take a semi-shortcut here. At least I don't have to go all the way around, but I have to go most of the way around. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is, I know if I go through the processing workshop, I can take a little path down here, cuts off to this road. And then if I get both vehicles to this junction here, then I can have the truck do the big grand spiral down to fill that one, and then I can have him, I could have it recover, and then I could have the F-750 take this route, the long way around. So I believe this quarry is the one that beats the living hell out of any truck you take down there. It, like, rips up gas tanks and things. So I want to be careful with that. I don't want to take the truck pulling the trailer down. So if I took the trailer down, I'd have to pull it back out. That's a big pain in the ass. It's much easier to get out of this quarry over here. So step one, let's get some trucks down here. There are historical times where I would just casually hook these two up for a great big tow session. I don't think... Oh, yeah, because this you can't tow straight off the back. I'm gonna tow this one just a little way. You can't take difficult turns or go over really rough terrain towing off of this trailer. We're gonna get it into the vicinity, at least over here toward this facility. Save a couple of seconds of driving later on. How you doing? You coming around that corner? That's already turning really sloppy. Then I crashed into it. That's fine. Big deal, whatever. I'm going to turn off the other truck. I'm going to ditch him right there. I need to... Okay, that time, that crash wasn't my fault. That one, I had to change my perspective view, and I couldn't see anything. A little secret path back here. It's going to take us down in the general direction that we want to go. Don't have four-wheel drive engaged yet. I want to remember that later. Not a big deal going downhill. Keep turning. There you go. Who's a good boy? You must always praise your trucks. Not so much that they show you their belly, though. You don't want that. It's fun in a dog. It's terrible in a car. But you do want them to not just start randomly shutting down, which happens. Speaking of which, fair content warning. Through the, I don't know how many hours I've actually played on this season yet. Ever since doing the update for this season, I get on average about a crash to desktop per hour. Sometimes I can go 2 or even 3 hours in a row, but then it turns around and it immediately dies several times in a row on me. So I'm going to do a bunch of breath holding here. I've also already decided to change my mind about the way that I'm doing this, and we're just going to drive this truck straight on in right now. Am I? Yes, I am. I had the very brief thought if I treat that other poor truck to the abuse it's going to take to get it down to the bottom of that quarry. It's going to have some fuel left over at the end. Maybe I drive back up to the top and dump the extra fuel in this truck to make the drive, but he is freshly filled from that scout trailer that I had back up in town, and he is my fuel mule, so he is not going to run out of fuel. This is a non-problem, so we're just going to go do this delivery. We are headed to Silver Quarry, where we need to drop all 2,000 liters in this tank into whatever they want water in at the bottom of this quarry. I haven't actually looked at what it is that we're supposed to be delivering to. Everyone be cool. Nope, you need to be a little bit cooler than that. That counts. I've actually never taken this cutoff. I don't know if I could have just driven straight over there or not. But I do know that there's this little wooden bridge over here that I've never gotten across before, so we're going this way. It seems like a guarantee that something here I'm pulling is going to fall off this little wooden bridge. Just be a dick about it. And would you look at that? It's SnowRunner at night, so I can't tell whether it's solid on that side or not, so we're good. Everything's fine. Still headed downhill. Not going to worry about four-wheel drive yet. We get a little better fuel economy this way anyway. Ooh, yeah, like I said, I haven't been this way before, so a partially built cabiny thing up there. That's kind of cool. I need to get down there. Preferably as few pieces as possible. Where does this go? Ooh, that does not go anywhere I need to be. Gotcha. So I just need to follow the Yellow Brick Road. And probably the more forward. They have not been afraid to put mud in this level. No snow. Plenty of mud. Getting back to our mud runner roots. Let's see. If the sun ever shone in SnowRunner, I'd actually be able to get a better idea of how well we're making progress through it. It doesn't. Never mentioned that it was dark 20 hours a day in Kazakhstan. You'd think that would have made it into the movie, but no. Apparently that bit got cut. Does that also go down? Oh, yeah. In fact, that's the way I wanted to go. Boy. I am doing a fair to middling at best job of navigation so far. Good thing I got a ton of fuel on this truck. Okay, look at that. I remembered where I put these. That's why they have so many vampires. Oh, God, that would explain it a lot. Instead of 30 days of night, it's 20 hours of night. Would that be a sequel or a prequel? Trademark. I just trademarked that. You have to pay me money now if you're going to make that movie. Or write that graphic novel or whatever the hell you're going to do with it. Is that KDP? I got a button. I got a handy button for KDP. So how's work, KDP? Luckily, after my weekend, work actually hasn't been all that bad. I was actually talking with someone who might drop by later here about my current work at said party on Sunday. Actually feeling pretty kind of happy with my job, which is a fun turn of events after the last at least 2 years of contracts, maybe even 3. They just kept getting worse and worse. Master Jedi had been trying to talk me into maybe just quitting that job for a couple of years before the job ceased existing. So, at least doing it this way, I got a couple of months of extra pay. I'm eating so I can poop later. Well, yeah, that's the way most life does it, actually. The first in the series is just a couple minutes of darkness as the vampires try to rush out and eat tourists before the eclipse passes. I haven't been to Barrow, but I have been on an Alaskan cruise. It was in early May, I believe. In fact, it was early May of 2002. So travel and things like that weren't really happening as much at that point, so we got a really good deal on it. But yes, we definitely spent some time in the dark in Alaska. Didn't get bitten once, as far as you know. Oh man, these miners really need to do a better job of taking care of their roads. To be fair, to date, in coming down to the bottom of this mine, I actually haven't used this particular road. There's a secondary entrance that's farther away from town that it drops in kind of the middle of this primary spot. So I guess that must be the one they all prefer using. At least if we can cut across to this other side. Looks like there's more solid dirt over here to grab onto. There. I do have my reading glasses on now, so of course I can't read the numbers because they're on a screen that's farther away, so judging by the fuel bar, looks like we're good there. Try not to cut. Oh god, oh! Okay, I have seen this before. That's a very cool new animation that shows up way better if you're doing this in the daytime. They've added a new animation, so if you drive close to the edge in some of these spots, the rocks actually break away and fall down into the quarry. I was in a smaller scout vehicle, not the scout, but like a Yar, I think. But the first time it did it to me, it scared the hell out of me. I thought it was going to take me along with it. If this keeps up, I might have to take my reading glasses back off. Hopefully. 4 points of engine damage, that's fine, we'll take it. Follow these high points of mud. Keep my fingers crossed that we don't bog down. Slowly, let's go. Alright, cut it over hard. Doggy panic paddle to the edge here. Okay, we're good. Now we're chopping. course. Here comes some more. Nope, it was behind me. That is a truly scary crunching noise, though. Oh, there it goes. Don't drive over there. We're still going. Yeah, this is where the other route drops in here. Right around this broken excavator. Ah, the open, crunchy road. Having driven on roads very much like this before, it's the scariest thing in the world when any rock falls from anywhere. Doesn't matter if it's right next to your car or not. Octane, welcome in. Oh, I haven't seen you for a few days. Oh, Miss Moon's been off for a bunch of time lately. Welcome in, Octane and Raiders. Does it actually show me what you had been playing? No. I am going to have to... Well, let me do it this way. Let me do it manually here. There you go. Playing Fall Guys. Very cool. As the seasons go on, I have seen some interesting things. I've never been... Well, no one's good at that game. That's what makes it so popular. But I've been terrible. I don't have enough friends that play it. That's what it comes down to. But welcome in. We are working through some Season 13 here. I am delivering water to some very thirsty quarries right now. We discovered a foible in the mission system that reset the fact that I had delivered the tanker. But luckily, I was parked right next to where you need to deliver it, so didn't have to waste too much time getting this restarted here. Now we are going down, down, down. Ring of water. That almost worked. It was very close. And there's Owen as well. The rumor has it Miss Moon will be back tomorrow on her regular stream. I don't know if she's going back to finish Season 12 now after the marathon. Technically, she didn't finish Season 13, but I see where she was going. Rather than having the game crash to desktop like I've been having, hers suddenly kicked everyone multiplayer out, including the person who was sitting there at the final delivery point with the final delivery goods. And she just didn't have a dinner after doing, 17 and a half hours. She didn't have a dinner to drive all the way to the other side of the map to do the delivery. So she kind of did Season 13 in a single stream, and then she's been off for a few days. But I think she was going to go back and claim to finish Season 12 now. And after that, she's been playing a whole bunch of other games lately. I don't know what she's going on to. I've already forgot which... I headed to... Okay, crap, I'm going to have to look. Which of the arrows am I pointed at? Yes, I am pointed at the right one. I'm going to put a marker there just to be sure. Yeah, okay. Phew. So yeah, I run into about a crash per hour in this game here on Switch since the latest update. How did I hurt my engine so bad? Oh, crap. Hang on. Somehow I didn't even notice that. Fix that engine. Let me do a refuel real quick. I got a ton of fuel. Go ahead and worry about that. There we go. Short stay at the tavern. Got a livery to make for Owens. Oh, nice. You guys crank out the coolest looking skins for your various vehicles. Electric Racing Series. Very cool. You hadn't followed. Well, thank you for the follow. I'm actually weirdly close. Am I like 198 out of my 200? My 200 goal, 100% arbitrary. It was just a number. But oh my god, I'm only 2 away. So thank you for that quick follow. I've discovered another fuel carrier down here. How did I miss that before? The old road to 200. The other quote-unquote meaningful one, I think, is 50 sub points. I would unlock some more emote slots. That one is out there. That one I'm not really even working on right now. Whoosh, done. What was that? Yay, look at that, another one coming in. We're gonna Devi Wolf? I'll go with Wolf. Thank you for the follow. It would be so many sandwiches. But at the moment, I'm also still working on plotting out how to fill the emote slots that I've got available now with new emote art that I want generated. When I finally get around to placing an order, after finally picking someone to make the art for me, I am going to overshoot by a handful of slots just so I have some backup retainers. Maybe do an occasional rotation on them or something, but maybe someday, one of these days. So he is delivered. That tank is empty. He does no good for me right now. Coming back to this map seems to be the #1 cause of crashes for me right now, so I'm going to hold my breath every time I come back out here. Who is this? The Plaid? Yeah, I've actually been using the Plaid. I'm kind of happy with it, though. Head honcho of the ERS, planning it, running it, name it. You're probably doing it. That kicks ass. Just not making the vinyl concepts. That's cool. Well, hey, thanks for popping in, Octane. And Owen, if you're about to pop out too, thank you both for coming in. With any luck, I'll see you tomorrow when you raid into Miss Moon too. So let's see. The Plaid now needs to go down to the near quarry. That one's a more truck-like horn. Can't take the giant water tank. I also discovered that my Paystar, that's my Uber fuel mule, that one, that's the one that can handle a 3-slot cargo, or the equivalent of a 3-slot fuel tanker. It does not have a 3-slot water tanker, which is a bummer, because I think it could have done both of these together if it had been capable of taking water. So, bummer there. At least this way I get to drive the new truck around a little bit more. You know, this will work. I just have to go off a slightly different angle than I can. And although every time I do one of these, I am direly tempted to just yeet off the top of the quarry to get down to the bottom real fast. Winch points are few and far between down there, which wouldn't even help with this truck, but even throwing a scout with an autonomous winch, there are just not enough winch points down there to make that worth the risk. This truck, you would have to go find someone else capable of flipping you back upright. Yeah, this is where I need to turn. So we're going to do the long, slow, roundabout circle here. This is all good. These are actually easier to get to. Not in my pocket this time. There goes Owen on the lurk. Well, hey, thanks a lot. We'll see you. If I catch myself with the winch before you hit the ground. Honestly, that is true sometimes. If you're playing on PC, so you can use the mouse to designate where the winch goes, you can a lot of times have better luck with that. Here on the Switch, you're really kind of stuck using the auto winch, and the only thing the auto winch does automatically is grab the worst possible point. But in a quarry, it also means you need to hold your breath if you're actually even going to fall past the point. Just aren't enough of them. And I'm quite certain it's the developer's way of saying, yeah, we know what you want to do is yeet off the top to get down to the bottom real easy. Suck it, you gotta do it. Or I get the old Cat 681 out, park it at the bottom of this quarry here, and then from then on, just leave it down there. Yeet my trucks off the top, have the rescue vehicle waiting at the bottom to turn them back upright, and then I only have to drive out. It's terrible thinking, but it's thinking. It is stinking thinking. But, you know, it's... I don't remember who I first said it, who I first heard say this, but it's SnowRunner. Where there's a will, there's a way. Probably Stormfire. I really wish that we had a button for bright lights in this one. I have that in ATS and ATS. I like having access to bright lights. My old Scout 2 had the old stomper button on the floor next to the clutch for flipping on the bright lights. I love having a little floor stomper. My current 4Runner came from the future. It actually has auto lights. You have to manually turn on the brights, but then it will automatically dim them when it senses oncoming traffic. And it is hilarious when you drive into really good reflectors, like on bridges and things. Because my headlights are so bright that really good reflectors reflect back so much light. It thinks it's an oncoming car, and it dims the lights, which then means there's not as much reflecting. So it turns the brights back up, and then it turns them down, it turns them up, it turns them down, depending on how far away you are from the bridge. It's kind of fun. But it's also from the future, and I love it. And then it's got the cruise control with the radar system, so you don't have to screw around with adjusting to the cruise control speed when you get into traffic. It is the greatest party car ever. As long as by party you understand that I mean just driving. My old 4Runner had the party mode button that to this day I lament that they got rid of it. All it really did was crank up the bass and the tailgate speakers, but it's pretty much the definition of a party when you're in an SUV like that. So I miss that button. I keep pictures of it on various of my personal devices. So if I ever feel like I need more bass in the song, I can look at the picture and then just replace it. This is just me killing time while I drive in a giant spiral. I would point out though, this truck is doing way better driving down this spiral than most all of the others that I've driven down here. All of the others have taken a bunch of damage already by this point. There are still points closer to the bottom that will do even more damage to me, so I'm not out of the woods yet. But this truck with its giant tires and high clearance has actually fared better. It's maintaining its speed pretty well, too. I am way happier with this than I have been with a lot of the built into the expansion pack trucks. Most of the built-in trucks, they're a little bit buggy when the season releases. 2 points damage, that doesn't count. Yeah, they're a little buggy, they're a little underpowered. Usually they have hitboxes underneath that are poorly defined, so they're always on rocks and logs and things, but then I do the seasons so quickly that by the time they fix them, I'm already done, so I don't actually see the trucks running at peak performance. This one, however, actually seems to be doing really damn well right out of the gate. Very pleased to see that. I've also been using the Atom, the purely paid DLC truck, a little bit here. I've been happy with it too. I think the trucks you explicitly and separately pay for have all been pretty happy. If I'm going to pay to win, then I expect to be winning. For the most part, I do. Nope. Yeah, I say that as I proceed to lose. No! There was nothing to winch to, but the physics gods smiled down on me that time. Okay, just keep going. Why do I still have both? Oh, okay, no, that's showing me a pickup. I do still have water in here, don't I? Yes, I do. Okay, phew. Now, why do I have 2 arrows? This is worrying me. In the event I didn't have enough water, it is continuing to show me where I would need to go to get more. I have 1,800. This drop-off needs 1,800. Marriage made in heaven. Where heaven is very moist, if you will. That's a yellow square. I wonder if I've churned up what goes in that yellow square. Okay, I'm gonna look. Oh, look at that. There is something down there that I haven't gotten activated yet. Okay, well, now I got 2 missions at the bottom of this quarry. It's not the ultra base scare the crap out of you kind of trouble form, but it's a good authentic. Come to a complete stop before I crash into the excavator cap there, because that is a thing that I would do. Because I enjoy tempting fate, I want to go touch that yellow square first. And then I'll go deliver the water. Yeah, I've only used a third of my fuel. Hello, Taz Square. Oh, wait, this is a... Oh, crap. Okay. That's just a delivery point for one of the corporate missions, the contracts. I didn't really see what I was delivering water to in the last quarry. I was too busy talking to Owen and Octane. So let me see if I can pay some attention. Am I just spilling 1,800 liters of water just on the floor over here? I was wondering if maybe I was flushing it down a mine shaft or something. Nope, I got no clue what we're actually supposed to be delivering to. So screw it. There you go. Whoosh. There's another stage? Oh, crap. Deliver to the logistics center. That is a different spot. So, I'm going to need to go back. I'm going to need to pick you up. Okay, yeah, so we're going to deliver it back to the middle there. Okay, that's cool. So I'm going to switch back to the 750. I am going to plot out some route this time so that I don't get confused or lost or any of the other fun things. We're going to do the Scary Shelf Road. I mean, why shouldn't we? It's built right into the name there. If it's scary, we got to do it. You can cut straight across over there. We'll see how I feel about that when we get there. Oops, crap, I didn't mean to close this menu. Oh god, please don't close that menu. Because I have to reopen the menu. Oh, and I don't want it to crash. Okay. Step 1. Let's finish doing the repairs on this truck. Wasn't much left to do. That's fine. Let's go ahead and do... No, not repair. I want to do refuel. Make sure that you are all topped up. Yeah, I don't really see what I was supposed to be delivering water into and just making the little lake down here a little bigger. Which, in the practice of mining, is kind of a bad practice. Unless what you're really looking for is a way of washing away the extremely toxic metals that you use to do the mining. We're just going to balls it turning this thing around. I hate these dolly trailers for that reason, but no one got flipped, so we're fine. That little cutesy trampoline. I'll try to stop spinning the camera quite so much. I know how pukey it can be. Wheels on. Trailer is attached and empty, so it should be easier to pull it out of this deep hole with. Fuel tank was filled 6 liters ago. Okay, I think we're good. Ooh, I'm gonna get out and climb that ladder. Hopefully, based on my destination, this is just they want their trailer back completion of the mission. And not a, hey, you know what, we found that other people would like some of that water now too. There was a mission that I did right after I finished streaming last Wednesday. I went and I kept playing for a little while longer. There was another humanitarian aid mission that wanted you to deliver some water to some of those yurts. Ooh, rock just broke away again. So there was one for food, one for water, and one for fuel. And now I think all the yurt people are happy, so we're kind of done there. I'm actually almost done with the tasks. I think there are only 3 more that show up on my list. Oh, this is kind of deep. There's only 3 more that I think that show up on my list, and then I went to the master list in one of the pause menus, and I think there's only 1 door that I need to unlock. And the name sounds like it's going to be unlocked by one of these last 3 or 4 that I have to work on here. And with all the tasks and contests done, I'm just cranking through the fun story missions, contracts. Here's normal, you can head up that hill. But the logistics center is actually going to be a shorter drive if we go back out the way we came in. Outside of my nose is itching like crazy today. It's so unprofessional. I am going to stay higher up. I was going to try to stay a little higher up this time. Because that could put a good lean on you in that spot right there. On the mini shelf. Let's see if I can break some of this stuff up. Get over here. Boggy. It's okay though, we're still moving. One tire out. So we're sliding a little. Slow down here, because this is suspension damage waiting to happen. Hip-hop, you don't stop. It's probably the point where I should break into the Carlton, but I really can't do that while seated and with the control. Ow. Oh, this is totally going to break away here. It reset all this stuff down. Nope, I'm a liar. Should be used to that. Raining now. That's good. I think there were some areas in season 12 where when it rained, the pavement actually got a little slick. Otherwise, I'm not really sure that there's any point to the rain in this game, except to look really cool that it's doing something like that. No, I guess we're still moving after all. I downshifted. That may have helped. Look at that. Streamlabs, Jedi Greeter, best buddies forever, BBFs. There we go, water crossing. Hopefully this is just a drop. Okay. Okay. Not a tire-sized gap. It likes to get you stuck in between. Normally the best truck in the fleet for doing full-on trailer deliveries, but we do seem to be doing the job pretty admirably here. Try sticking to this side. Looks like there's an almost dry track along the right shore. There's also, I think this is just the trailer. How long is the full truck? Okay, I stopped in mud, that was probably good. If this is just the trailer, how long is the full truck? Well, there is a truck that has that frame mount on it. But otherwise, oh wait, I got a banana bomb. Boom! Oh, and we're back in the water, so here comes a hydrate. I'm going to learn a lesson. I'm not going to stop in this one mud box twice. That's asking for difficulty. I will stop up here where it's nice and dry. I'll coast to us here. I'll halt. Coffee monkey. I'm going to give you a little extra here. Because it still has a little molecular excitement going on there. I'm going to take advantage of that while I can. God damn it, Nico! Okay, well, I'm leaning too much to one stop right now, so I've got to get up to somewhere level before I can indulge Nico tricking KDP into redeeming an extra one. I'm actually going to set the brake this time, though. Made with temperature. Hey, we're climbing the stairs over here. Oh, hey, I actually got the nose of that truck to pivot.
Nico.
Nico. That's it, just Nico. Okay, screw it, it's all muddy, let's just go. Ooh, that's deep. Does the creepy guy work? Should be. Okay, well, at least I see the one. I may have missed it. Yes, I have my Nico bomb. Let's go downshift a little bit. Oh, is this where we go? Oh, I thought this is where we were going to go to die. Sirenscape coming in hot.
Yeah, you're right. What the swarm, man? What the hell am I supposed to do?
Nice save.
Yeah, are you dead?
Hey, Dan. Thank you for the resub. Let me let the cacophony calm down a moment here
I don't
first.
want to go that way. And
Thanks for the socks, Rob. Hey, welcome in, Sirenscape and Raiders. Oh god, I can't believe I had to leave your stream just a little bit early. I just missed the episode 6 summary that you guys did. Would you mind repeating that real quick for me so that I can keep track? Because I haven't watched any of the episodes until after I've seen you review them, just so that I know that it's worth it. So it's killing me waiting to finish off that first season of That Steve is a star. You didn't get to it, Dan, but you promised. Oh well, as always, next week. There's always money in the banana stand. And then right after that comes Sundered Waves. Oh, hey, look, this time it's daytime. I think I can just drive straight across this way. Let's take the shortcut. Nothing bad has ever happened in a SnowRunner shortcut. Mark my words. Oh, that's right. This is where I got to decide. All I need to do is just get right down to that little building area there to deliver this trailer. And you can get there straight down this little path here. Except for the little drop-off. So it's a terrible choice. An absolutely rotten decision. It's almost guaranteed to flip the truck. And it could never possibly work. I have done it a couple of times in full-size trucks. Because there's this one little rock right over here. And if you kind of just drop yourself straight off, everything works out fine. It's Dan Servo, Lock of the Week right here. Also, when you get high-centered right here, you know what happens. There's a tree right out there in the water. Keep wiggling. There we go. I'm sure we've got skid plates, so everything on the underside's got it. That's fine. Don't even bother looking. It'll be good. We're fine here. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I read your message a little late. I did accidentally do it. I gotta put my old man glasses back on. Oh yeah, look at that. You didn't get to it. Hey, Restitution! Congratulations on actually landing a crazy-ass parachute game. It's deceptively hard. Oh yeah, well yeah, Tonka always gets robbed. So far, Tonka hasn't been auto-modded in the last 30 to 90 seconds, so that's a bit of a surprise. Take these back off. I might actually be completing a mission here, and I'm only an hour in. Cargo management. No, okay. Cargo management, that's for a different mission. Whew. Way to go! Oh, let me do my... Oh, sound effects. Brought to you by Sirenscape. Fireworks brought to you by me. Way to go! We've got water for days now. I could definitely switch from showers to baths now. But all we've got is buckets. So anyway, thanks for the help. Did I actually just use now? 2 sentences in a row. Oh, it's terrible. Terrible copy. $14,000 though. And I got rid of that stupid trailer that I don't want anymore. Ooh, I gotta put these back on. Kelwar guy. Oh my god, Kelwar guy. Thank you for the follow. Congratulations, everyone. We have succeeded at 200 followers. I guess now I gotta change the number or something. Unfortunately, nothing really exciting happens at 200, except that it did the little scroll banner thing at the top. So hey, congratulations to us, and thank you for that. Absolutely guaranteed to be well worth the money, as long as I'm over here. I've been looking for this trailer. Oh, I've been looking for this trailer. Okay, hang on, I got distracted. This truck cannot tow it, even though it is Scout Class. It can only tow full-size truck trailers. But I'm going to pull it out here into the middle so that I know where it is. This is the mission that doesn't show up on my mission list yet. Something about they're scanning for you. Something like that is the title. That's the trailer. Sweet. There you go. Oh, man, you got the crazy-ass hype dog. the terrifying one. Oh, where's the one that scares the hell out of me? Yeah, it's this one here. It's like Picasso and Escher got together to draw this dog. I don't even understand how or what's going on with that thing. I think I made that one a tier 3 just so no one would ever have it. That is one of the built-in default Twitch ones. One of these days, I've been back in my replacement job long enough. I have the funds now to start actually buying some decent artwork for my emotes. I just haven't finished putting together the list of what I want those emotes to actually be. So I got a few that are public domain stuff. I've got a couple that I made up on my own. At least, well, a couple of them are based off of just cutting out photos, so that was easy. But then a lot of them are just the Twitch default, just so I got something out there. The logistics care... Oh, no, that's a logistics center. So I've got 5 left here. Hey, there it is. That's the one. It wasn't showing up before. Now it shows up.
200 followers.
Woo! Thank you for the bits, KDP. Look at that. All of that funding goes to buying... Actually, goes to buying stuff for the stream, really. What did my sound mixer board actually came from the last couple of combined payouts from Twitch. So it's never going to be my full-time job. It's just not. And I'm okay with that. But it's fun pulling out a little bit of stuff so I can tinker with the toys from time to time. I want to start that one right now. Because it should be... Boom! There it is. This one doesn't get a damn it. This one's well warranted, KDP. Thank you for the hydrate. For anybody new to the show, welcome aboard. This is Coffee Monkey. My hydrates are typically done via coffee because coffee is the ambrosia of the gods, if ambrosia was coffee. Most streams, I have Coffee Monkey here, who handles the instant coffee. But I do also have Darth Mug. Typically shows up more on the Sea of Saturdays shows. That's when we've got the good stuff brewed up and ready to go. Probably not going to happen this Saturday, though. I covered this at the beginning. My Saturday is being partially dedicated to Master Jedi's work schedule again, so I might make it home just in time to start my stream at the normal time. It sounded like, Dan, your plan is for you and the Bullman to do an official start of a new playthrough of 7 Days to Die V1.0, wiping out the stuff that you did last weekend and starting brand new. So whenever I start, at 4 o'clock, we're going to raid into our good buddy Dan Servo. Check out where that is going. A scout is recommended, but I don't know that I actually explicitly have to have a scout, so 750 is full of fuel. I'm just going to have him grab a hold of it with a winch. The one thing I have learned is you cannot go back up that way. Even in the best of climbing vehicles, those rocks are just too 90 degrees. So you gotta go around the long way here. All right, I'm gonna do just a little bit of overplotting, just because I'll get to yammering a little bit and I'll forget to pay attention to what I'm doing. We are gonna make sure that we are topped up on fuel right there, and then. Learned my lesson last stream. It's possible to get around this pit right here, but really hard to pull off safely with any kind of a trailer or any truck that's too long. 750 might do it, and I do enjoy danger. That might be a little too much danger. And is this the... Oh, the only other scout truck I've got that can't actually properly mount up a scout trailer is the one that's sitting over there. So if you have to be connected, then I am going to have to go grab the scout over here and have it come and hook up. But I don't think we're going to need that. This is a return to one of the humanitarian aid yurt sites. They just apparently don't need aid this time. They need a radar scanner to keep track of people down in the valley. It sounds fair. That sounds like what yurt folk do. Get that pulled in as far as it will go. Good enough. We're off. I hate that horn. I still have the big boy, the Party Zix over there, waiting for me to get back around to the contract so I can pull that giant construction trailer around to wherever it needs to go next. I thought about doing this last time but forgot. There is another path over here to this side. The mud gets boggy once you get past that little island in the middle. So I'm wondering if you take this less well-marked path over here, this is actually a little easier to traverse. Short answer, yes. Longer answer, yes. It is easier to traverse. We're gonna watch this. If it's a fuel trailer, we could watch it do its awesome crocodile impersonation, where it goes into death roll the whole way. But this trailer has 4 wheels instead of 2. It might actually stay upright for the whole drive. Maybe. Let's see. Also, if I get over there, and it's weird about having to be an attached trailer instead of driving the Scout all the way across, I'll just pop into the garage, grab some sort of scouting vehicle out of storage, and do the next short drive. We'll save a little bit of extra time there. It's technically a shortcut to go the other way, but I put the marker over here. I don't want to risk going back to the map to clear off that marker, so I'll spend an extra 5 or 6 seconds driving around the long way. Enjoy the culturally appropriate music that they added in for the Kazakhstani region here for this season. Master Jedi did get to listen to some of it after the first stream where I started season 13, and as I had expected, she did have quite an appreciation. She loves world music. As generic a term as you can make for pretty much anything that doesn't come out of the US or half of it. Lots of sitar and stuff in this. I couldn't go so far as to call it a banger, but it is a jam. No cap. Boom, nailed it. Hey Rob, you can send me some socks now too. Very. Victory hydration. Yep, I do need those from time to time. I'm kind of hoping that this one goes swimmingly. I can get this knocked off the list real quick. I think all of the logging tasks are done, but there are some logging contracts. I believe that's why I ended up starting the water contract. So I figured I'd get some of the quote-unquote weird ones out of the way, so most of the rest are just going to be drive a trailer from point A to point B and don't worry about odd, buggy behaviors. Or rolling your truck full of matchsticks and having to pick them all up. Although that makes good content when you have a logging accident. Gotta save a little fuel for no readily apparent reason. Just so I don't have to slow down and do a refuel off the roof. Also finally taken to the slightly wider swing here I haven't had any truck roll by me trying to just put 2 tires down into the low area there. But it's going to happen one of these days. It's just going to. But I don't have to slow down quite as much if I swing wide. So I'm back to saving 2 to 5 seconds at every opportunity now. Let's get into the station. Get that trailer parked in the yellow just in case it cares. Top me up, top my utility mount up, I reload the pickup bed, roof rack never got touched. If the radar trailer was attached, I should have access to its fuel tank. But it's not, so I haven't stolen any, so it should still be full. Fingers crossed. This building's backyard. Just actually turn this even tighter right here and stay on some pavement. You know what? I thought this was sidewalk, but they very clearly are parking back here. So this is a driveway. It's totally legit that I'm driving back here. They have nothing to complain about. One of their other big fancy new animations this season is, in past seasons, there have been a lot of people, mainly the hunters are the humans, but there's a lot of other things that show up. You can see them kind of off in the distance, but as soon as you get too close, they disappear. This season, they finally added an actual human that stays around and is animated. It's a dude sitting at the bus stop drinking his coffee. It's like they made this game for me. Actually, he wasn't too far from the gas station, but not in this direction. I don't think I've gotten to show him off on the stream yet, so I'll try that with whatever the next mission is. Put 4-wheel back on. Okay, the beacons were on for safety, but I had to turn my headlights on for bonus safety. It's a black arrow and yellow background. It's getting close now. You know what? I'm going to be fancy, and I'm just going to totally drive around the water this time. Can't believe I didn't both totally destroy the rest of the suspension and then flip the truck. Is that usually what happens in that kind of scenario? Hey, welcome back to Yurtown, everybody. Oh, I'm actually going one driveway past Yurtown. There's Taddy. Everybody be cool. These rocks hate tires and cans. Out to the point so that the conspiracy nuts can fight fire with fire and drive their own radar scanning tool. Don't let the man get you down, wackos. Scan him right back. To any wackos out there watching who do have their own radar trailer, not making fun of you, just making fun of yours. Boom! Task complete. Big Brother is scanning you. Okay, everything's underway. Oh, and the sensor's operating within normal parameters. Yep, everything's looking good so far. We'll see what the results are at the end of the scan. Here's a little present on behalf of the entire Geological Society. Thank you for all your hard work. Geological Society. It's code speak for the Flat Earth Society. By the way, for any flat earthers who are watching, I'm not making fun of you. Just them. Oh, there you go. Radar dish is deployed. Okay, what have I got? What have I got? 4 remaining tasks. So let's see. Bridge too far. Oh, crap. Okay, there is a logging one left. Oh, yeah. There's a really big bridge over there that's kind of a pain in the ass to get around when it's not built. We should probably build that one someday. The logs. Yeah, the logs live on top of the little hill right over here at the log cutting site. The warehouse must have the planks. Yes. Regular and medium style. That one may not be too bad. Yeah, you just okay. That one's not too bad. That one's doable. We're gonna put a pin in that one. The shortest distance. Is it really? Oh yeah, that's another one. Oh yeah, that's another one that's missing stuff. That one actually is closer. Okay, we've taken the pin out of the first bridge and we're putting it into the second bridge. In fact, I'm even going to start tracking that one now because I think that one sounds like the cool one to do next. That is why I haven't driven this scout back yet, actually. Because either you have to swing way up and around, which I think you can come down along the side of this river, this lake right there, or let go of the mark cursor, or you got to swing all the way down here through the cement factory and then come back up. You can't just drive straight back across because that bridge is missing. So, okay, we're going to keep that one in mind. This one needs concrete blocks, which need to be built, crafted at the processing center. I think it needs concrete slabs, and that's what I haven't figured out yet. Where do the concrete slabs come from? Because I don't think the cement factory makes them. No, it makes cement. So that one gets a different flavor of pin. That has a future Jedi problem pin put in that one. And then a strong foundation. This one involves driving all of the planks, not the logs, but just full planks down to the bottom of these deep holes, and then some beams and stuff. That one's going to take a little more time and effort. I think that one I'm going to save for the next stream. But this one, I need medium planks and short logs. So the medium planks are 2 slots. So I could basically do that with any truck, almost any truck I've got, and I don't even need the trailer for it. Short logs. There is no trailer for short logs unless you want to play the pickup sticks and drop them in a sideboard game. But there are several trucks that do have the short frame. I wonder if the Plaid has a short frame. Is the Plaid still at the bottom of this hole over here? Yeah. Okay, we're going to check this one out. So unless there's a contract for it somewhere, I don't think I need water anymore, so I'd be recovering this guy anyway. Down here to the add-ons. I can get rid of the short logging frame. Bam, we're in. Sell that off, buy that in its place. Toot toot, baby. Will it do the frame and the loading crane? Yes. Just in case there's an incident. Someone would have to come flip me back upright, but then I could recover my own toothpicks. Bitchin'. Are there any other... Okay, I got the top engine. I've got access to all the gearboxes, and I actually went with the multi-purpose over the advanced special. I'm trying that out. It's already super high set. There's no extra there. No, screw the tires. We're not unlocking more tires. I got all of the winches. I can't take a spare wheel if I have almost anything else built on the frame. I've already got the cool flaps on that bad boy. That, you have to do something different. We don't want to do that. I think I already got top marks there. Nope, okay, I think we're good. I think I actually have all of the upgrades already unlocked. I think I did that in the first stream even. Okay, step one. Let's go do logs. I think the way this ends up working is I just climb this little hill here. Easy as you please. And it wants me to think that that's a shortcut. But that's really just the road to ruination. As, to be fair, are most roads. And then I just need some little feller. Maybe even have the plaid come back and do that. I could get one of those crappy little red trailers that I hate. Just so I could do this with a single truck. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I torture myself for your benefit. No, just know this. Beacons on, we're safe. Here's the Tega with the big trailer. We don't need that. Oh, there's the Atom with flatbed. If I can't take the trailer I need with this truck because of that frame back there, oh nope, it'll go. We're fine. We're cool. We're fine. Oh, stupid! I hate these trailers so bad. I hate them so bad, and I'm doing it. Okay, we're off. So I'm going to go to the warehouse and I'm going to pick up the medium plank first. And then I'm going to cruise on back down the highway with it. And then I'm going to detach this trailer. Oh, God. There's my first crash per hour. It took an hour and 30 minutes to get to it. In case anyone is interested, I have been playing Sims Ever After Falls. It's very cute. It's very... I tried to come up with the analogy earlier. It's Stardew Valley plus Animal Crossing plus that third casual fun farming sim game where you actually do the card collection I'm playing, kind of like Slay the Spire. Except somewhere underneath it has a very dark understory that you get a little hint of at the beginning, and I've heard people kind of whisper about it, but I'm very excited to see what it turns into. Dave the Diver just released a new update. There is a promo code you can enter, Dave Anniversary, that unlocks as a game on your phone within the game. It is a game that the same company is going to be releasing as a full console release later on. It's a weird meta thing, except that I can't get it to unlock, and I think it's because I have to get through more story. And then I've just been enjoying Stitch because it is a very chill puzzle game, really. So that's what I've been playing. Otherwise, we let the Switch have a moment to cool down a little bit. It's going to take a minute or two to get the game loaded up, so I'm going to come back over here to the great big face. I have reached the stage in my hair growth after shaving it down a little while ago. As soon as the Avs were eliminated from the playoffs and the playoff beard process was lifted, I took that opportunity to shave down, but now it's grown back out a little bit to where we're getting this little bit of a ridge, which could be forced into having almost a cool kind of look to it, but it's at that really weird, awkward stage where it's not even, and then my natural hairline just does this weird thing like here, and so I'm going to entertain you with my hair while the game loads over here. Let's see, Victory, nope, the Victory Hydration, and then the Very Good are kind of most recent. Okay, here's title page. We wait for it to actually load the menu, and we click continue. Okay, this is the part where we now hold our breath for a little while. Oh, I can't wait for the Switch 2. Loading times are going to be faster across the board, even for these legacy backward compatible games. It's going to be so nice. And then when they release Sand Runner... Hold on to your butt. Exactly, Nico. When they release what I'm still going to call Sand Runner until it comes out, and they've got a different name for it. It's going to be so much better. Loads so much faster. And it would also be nice if it didn't crash every 30 to 90 minutes. What do I have going on at work? My job is, my company really, is weird about the 4th of July holiday. My suspicion is that they have experienced history where people will take large chunks of vacation time on either end of the 4th of July. So our normal cadence would have actually had today as our June release date, our monthly release, where normally I'm either missing or starting this stream late because of it. But because today is close enough to the 4th of July, they decided to postpone today's release until the 10th of July, which is technically closer to the 4th of July than today is. And it's after the fact. So I don't really know how the logic all processed out on that, but so I didn't have to worry about missing stream today. And for the 10th of July, I did the prep work, the cutting of the release branches and getting everything built and officially set so that it could be deployed to our staging environment where it can start going through heavy regression QA testing in order to be certified to be released on the 10th, which means that the other guy who's currently on my team should be the one who's on duty on that Wednesday night for release. We are in the process of once again attempting to hire a third person for our team. Someone that I used to work with, I actually got a referral in for him. He was supposed to be applying for that job, but my team is really 3 teams. But anytime you want to hire for any of the 3 subgroups, the same hire code goes out. So when he said, yeah, I'm kind of interested in this one, and I looked at the code and then saw the manager, I thought, oh my God, that's the one on my team. That's the one we're hiring for. You should totally apply. Turns out it was actually on the other team, the hardcore data science team. And he and I, we worked as contractors. We did not work as hardcore data science guys, so he did not pass the screening on those, which makes sense. I wouldn't have either. So I'm trying to encourage him, now that I have confirmed that my group is officially the one using that hire code now, as of 16 days ago, to try to reapply so I can get him on my team. And then there will be 3 of us so we can rotate better. And then I'll only have to screw up my stream once per quarter. Hardcore! Go no logic. Oh yeah, there's a lot about the company I work for that goes that way. It doesn't seem very patriotic not to take the whole month of July off to celebrate our independence. Well, you're telling me, and then because people like to take apparently the full week beforehand, you also need to take all of June off. My company offers unlimited vacation time. You cannot make finger quotes hard enough to cover what that means, though. Even through my interview process, they kept saying, "Yep, it's the only time anyone in my company actually uses cameras during any of the video conferences." They were doing finger quotes about unlimited vacation time. You can do it, but they keep track of how much time you take, and you will be entered into discussions if you seem to have been taking a little more than the recommended amount, and technically you could be relieved of duty if you were to abuse the system too heavily. So the joke that I kept getting is, it doesn't mean that after working here for 6 weeks, you can take 6 weeks of vacation and then come back later on. And then ironically, 6 weeks after I started is when we went to Indiana for Master Jedi's graduation ceremony. So I had to keep reassuring everybody that I was coming back in just 4 days, not 6 weeks. It sounds like the worst of all worlds. The one where you're not allowed to take 4 months of vacation per year. That's a pretty awesome one. If you ask me, I would take that. Oh my God, we've reloaded. I'm in a different portion of the map, but I think... Did I get the right button? Yeah, I got the right button. Is it really that dark, or is it this one? Whew. Okay, I was worried that I had lost the capture card again. Nope, I was capturing a Mac window that is not running, so that's where that went. So I do have the correct mission selected. I'm just in the wrong truck. So luckily, I took so long in talking through what I was doing that it threw out an autosave. So okay, I think we're good there. Let me go see, where's the plaid? Is that where I'd parked the Plaid before? Yep, this is where it was. Okay, so all it missed is the recovery and the refill on the truck. Okay, that's not too far back. That's where save the damn game would come in handy if it was actually possible for me to explicitly save the game. The only way to explicitly save the game is to exit back out to the main menu. And I have also discovered that sometimes that can cause a crash and also not save the game, so it really doesn't help. So, at least this time I know I don't have to screw around. I can put that one on. I can then sell that off. I can throw that one on. And then I don't have to look around at anything else going on. I can just go straight to leaving the watch. The other thing I am hopeful for here is that usually when you restart the game like this, it resets the clock. So it is now the crack of dawn. So I might actually get to do some of this nonsense in daylight for a change. We'll get that stupid little red trailer again, and we're off. I think I crashed right about here. I don't think I even made it out of the compound. So. Huzzah. Theoretically, I should have now bought enough time to get to the end of stream before my next crash. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed there. It does it again in 30, though. I figure this mission will probably take about 30 minutes. Not out of the woods yet. Oops, I gotta put these back on to read. Remember to turn. There we go. Just cashing the whole paycheck. Trigger, raised eyebrows. Seems like a ploy to get people to use less than they're entitled to. What the actual ploy is if you are fired, or you just quit on your own, or whatever, no one has to go through the calculations on how much unused vacation time that they will be legally required to put out to do. That's not official in the documentation, but that is 100% the real reason they do that. Because when my last company collapsed on itself and gave everybody 2 months severance pay, I also had a crap ton of vacation time, so I got effectively 3.5 months worth of severance pay because of that. So that worked out pretty well, at least, all things considered. Especially given that I ended up getting a job in about 4 months. I didn't even end up, at the end of the day, I didn't even end up having to tap into savings. That maybe just a second bit, but not much, if any. And it was largely because I got a ton of vacation time payout. The prior year, I had saved a bunch of vacation time for December so that I could take a great big Christmas vacation. And then it turns out the company that I was contracting for absolutely had to have a December 27th release, which no one does. Oh, and by the way, they ended up not doing it after all. But I was required to scuttle my vacation plans and stay and work the whole thing. And I was really pissed at the time, but it meant that I got paid for a couple of weeks of vacation that I was unable to roll over. But everything that I had left rolled over, I hadn't used yet, and then I had all of the New Year's vacation time as well. So yeah, I got a ton of that. Can't be the case with this place here. If I didn't take a vacation day for the next 3 years, and then I got my ass fired, I'd walk away with nothing. If I was that dumb, I probably deserved it. I think there's actually a separate, yeah, over here is where I want to drop this code. Let's detach that. Oh, look at that. Inside the guardrail. So where does this road go? It goes up. 4-wheel drive time. Oh, 8-wheel drive time. far as I've bothered to pay attention. Up here is the only source of logs on the entire map, so at least if I have a logging mission come up, I know where I need to go to pick it up. And I think where I picked up the medium planks is the only place that does the planks as well. So at least they're nice and centrally located. The only one I'm going to have to do a little map research on is to get my concrete blocks. I need to figure out where to get my concrete slabs. I don't remember there being a slab factory where you have to craft them by bringing them, say, the cement or something. Or if someplace else, something else. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little tour around the map. But I'm gonna do that off screen because that's you got no chance of rolling the truck if you're just screwing around on the map. You have a chance of crashing the game, but that's not as fun. A little dainty on power climbing these rocks, but we're still doing it. It's doing way better than the Mac or what was that other truck? They introduced 2 brand trucks in season 11, maybe it was 10. The Mac and a Kenworth. It was some model some Kenny of some sort. They were vastly underpowered when they first released, and that's why I hated them and didn't use them. They eventually did get spruced back up on the power curve, but I'd already finished the season, so I never went back to check them out again. Supposedly they're pretty good now. But the Plaid is doing me pretty well for me. I'm going to keep coming back to that because I'm very, very excited that it's actually good. And eventually I'm going to go back and make a little more use of the Assault add-on to it. Since I have the easy opportunity to do both of those loads of cargo with this one truck and trailer, gotta take advantage. And no, apparently it reset me at dusk instead of dawn, so here I am, driving in the dark again. Is this actually a road? Oh, yeah, it's that exact spot where I'd said the first time I tried setting this up, this looks like one of those trap shortcuts. I should definitely not do this. So, here we are. I'm doing it. I got myself stuck, driving around in the dark again. I don't know if we're lying about transmission as we get kicked in. I don't have low plus using this multi-purpose, but I think internally it does run better than your standard transmission. I think it kind of simulates a little bit of the variability. I think that's it. That's a gimmick. It seems to have been working pretty well. I'm going to explicitly shift into low here so it doesn't do that dead stop when it decides it needs to downshift first. I think it was going to pull it just fine going back over. Road does lean a little bit here, so we're going to slow down a touch. Can't see it yet. The logging camp is right up here. Everyone's just going to have to trust me until this big old behemoth can get its nose swung around. There we go. This is a really awkward, way too small spot to be doing any kind of U-turn with a logging trailer. I think I can make work what I need to just by back. Long logs will not fit. Don't even pretend. Short logs. Bam. And back down the hill. Easy peasy. Now I have to decide if I want to be bold and brash and try going back down the shortcut. I'm going to be fair with you. In the dark like this, I don't even see that spot. I'm going to drive right past it and not even notice it was there. So I'll probably end up accidentally playing it safe. Little notch of rock, yeah. It's a little easier to make sure you get this. So my guess is that probably was the shortcut right there, but it looks real different from up here, so I'm not sure. This way, that it's probably a slower shortcut. Love this one. We got 8 wheels in the mud, we'll be fine. At least 2 at a time, I'm sure we'll be getting traction. I have arrows everywhere. Slow. I was worried about doing a nose jam there. Lined up the gears here. I'm turning left, but the rock wants me to turn right gig. We don't like that gig. Where's the actual road go? I hope it goes this way. I'm throwing the nose over the edge of this rock. I hope there's road down there. Or at least a little runway. Cool or a pond. Pond would be cool. Dead stop to downshift. Missed my opportunity. I realized that. Turning to my up arrow. I haven't even used half the fuel yet. This bit will be way easier if you could see damn thing. Good enough. Me and my various states of wood are on the way. Let's go build us a bridge. pretty good times. I'm starting to get just a touch hangry. I don't think we have a formal Jedi household dinner plan for today. Master Jedi did make up some collard greens and black-eyed peas a couple of nights ago. We have... It's amazing how many collards we got at this last event that we went to. That made a lot of greens and beans. So we may be trying to finish up or at least work on some of that tonight. Worst case scenario, there's some Cheerios. I always got Cheerios in the house. I don't think we have any fun, exciting plans this time around. Tomorrow, in preparation for Saturday's event, we're making a run by the chef's store to pick up a few food supplies there. The organization Master Jedi works with, the county, likes to be able to provide the occasional bits of snacks and things, so we're picking up snacks for this event, which means I may end up having to do at least some drop-off materials. I may be able to pick her up at the shuttle bus, but I'll probably have to go all the way to the event to drop it off. So we're going to pick up a few things for ourselves. Right there. Medium planks, done. Short logs, done. Oh, we get a video. Not a super exciting video, but still it is a task complete. Nice work. This route will definitely make life easier for the locals, since they don't have to go all the way around anymore. And the bridge is sturdier than ever, meaning it had formerly completely collapsed, so it's definitely sturdier than that now. Okay, here goes the part that makes Brendan cry. I need to figure out how to get back out of here with this stupid dolly trailer without flipping myself over. And at night, so I can't see a damn thing. And, oh, found a tree. It's the hard first thing to do to sell this stupid trailer before it can cause me any great heartache. Probably just mow that tree down. That tree gets a reprieve, especially since it had a second tree right behind it. I probably couldn't mow them both down. I'll try. Let us go some. That's in a large order. That one is a contract. I had a 5-slot trailer sitting right there where you pick up the service truck, or right next to the helipad where you pick those up. So I decided I'd go ahead and take a load of 5 because I was there, but not enough to complete the mission. So I can save that until I'm done with the tasks first. So that's why that one is sitting at 5 of 8. Luckily, it did not reset my progress like it did with the water mission. Set that off. Let's go put this back in the garage. We're definitely done with the short logging frame. I wonder if I can just do a straight swap for the medium. Maybe I will set that up to be the next mission I want to take on. Did it undo? It did undo. Okay. Ooh, I can do the short frame and the loading crane, but I cannot do the medium frame with the logging crane. Okay. Important note for someday. First, let me get this truck queued up. It's next to use. Excuse me, sir. Let me make this turn real quick. So I got a collection of trucks here at the garage. I got a collection of trailers sitting here at the garage. Someday I got to sell those off. Maybe what I should do here. Let me take a look at where all these fuel carriers are. That one's down in town. That one's waiting here to be sold. That one is at the bottom of that quarry. That one is up there, so, okay. Once upon a time, I thought I had an extra scout fuel trailer that I was going to take back and sell. Maybe that's what this one was. Maybe somebody else already dragged that one back there for me. I am going to jump into this scout. This scout has been just sitting over here forever because it really hasn't had anything else to do. And it's had to go the really long way around because of that bridge being out. But now it doesn't have to. I do still have to do a little bit because that is a very steep cliff. But there are trees at the bottom of the cliff. I wonder if this is an opportunity to play a little yeet. Damn it, I wish it was daytime. Why can you never be daytime here? Okay, based on his orientation... Yeah, if I go straight off to his right and then kind of bend back around to the left, even if I came straight down that way. Okay. Okay, well that helps to see if I turn on the lights. Let me put on four-wheel drive. I'm going to see about taking the shortcut. Oops, I'm not braking very well. Which is to say, I have the brakes applied, but they're not actually braking. Okay, we're going down this way. We're going down this way, everybody. We're going down, we're going down, we're going down. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh. I tell you what. Although it makes me a little sad on the inside, I am going to have to grant the engine did stall while it was still falling. It didn't come to a stop upside down, but it did stall the engine, so I am going to have to count that on the flip meter down there. But I 100% count that as a total yeet victory for ending up landing wheels down. Honestly, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. But it did briefly stall out, so that had to count against me. Oops, I drove right down in the mud when I probably shouldn't have. I forgot I'm in the Scout. I'm not going to go through mud quite as easily as the trucks. But with the Jack of all trades mud tires, I can keep going through the mud. And I'm stable enough that I'm not constantly flipping myself sideways. This will let me go try out that new bridge that I built. Yeah, there is a path down there that takes you along the water line, but you can't climb back up the hill to the other side of the bridge. You just go down along the water line and then you have to wander off into the hills. So this will be the first time I've actually been able to take this direct route. There's my bridge. That is a sexy bridge, if ever I have seen one. I've seen some sexy bridges, I'm telling you. Yeah, you can drive down to that little tent camp down there, but you can't come back up over here. You have to have that bridge to drive the direct route. That will probably come in handy. Someday I'm going to need that northern airport again. And this has just made this a much more direct drive. Come with me, trailers. Okay, that one's actually very conveniently placed for this purpose. Sell that one off. That one actually had fuel in it, but that doesn't matter to the price. This one was bone dry, so it just needed to be either sold off or refueled or something. Sold off it is. He is still my work foreman. So I am going to go park him up. I'm going to park him up just outside the fence, actually. I'm going to put him over on this side. Right there. Stop it. Okay, you keep an eye on things for me. Down to 3. I got the bridge. The bridge. I'm pretty sure the bridge is what I want to do next. Concrete. I gotta go figure out what in the hell to do about concrete blocks. Because I did look when I was over there, and I'm almost positive it told me concrete slabs are what you needed. And then this one is all planks and beams. The planks all come from this warehouse where I just picked up the last set. The beams come from this, the metalworks down here. Let me check the warehouse. Special cargo, wood planks, medium planks. It's the metalworks warehouse. Well, do any of these quarries? The quarries all have pickup areas. Maybe this is what I need. Slate blocks. Well, it's going to be stupidly embarrassing if I've just been reading this wrong every time. No, that's a drop-off. That's another drop-off. I am looking for other pickup zones. Fuel station warehouse. That's just oil barrels. Vehicle spare parts. Service spare parts. That's the one that produces concrete blocks. That produces slate blocks. It better not have cement there. Or concrete or whatever I'm looking for. And that is just the straight up cement. Cement pond. So I think what I am going to need to do, and I'm going to do this research offline, is what do I need to make the concrete blocks? Because if it's these slate blocks down here, that one's not so hard anymore. I still have to do the really painful spiral up the death road, but then I take the little shortcut here straight up, and then I take the little shortcut back. That leads me out to the road here, and then I just have to drive them over to, it's like the gas station or the repair workshop's what wants those. But for my next trick, I'm definitely planning on doing this bridge too far, which needs medium logs, which come from up here, and the medium planks, which come from right here. Can I play that same stupid game again, where I have the plaid pull a trailer behind me to do the planks? No, you need 2 planks. That needs a 4 slot. I could balance 2 of them on top of each other on that little stupid dolly trailer, but that's a recipe for sad. I don't think there is a 4. No, there is a 4 slot. I could break out the twin steer. I could put 2 medium planks on it, and then I could pull a medium log trailer behind me. Oh, okay. We're getting to some exciting concepts here now. But I have cracked the 6 o'clock mark. Oh, and of course now the sun is starting to come up. Let me see if I can do this without crashing. I think if it gets to this point, it's already saved. Because I think the crash comes before you even get the SnowRunner screen. So I think we're good there. I went to the wrong button again. I really want to do a Mac capture for some reason. So there we go. 2 missions actually accomplished in the same stream. Only 1 crash over the 2 hours. It's like Christmas here. It's Christmas Well, it's Christmas in what my company considers to be July. So that way it fits the theme perfectly. Make sure... I put my glasses over here. Okay, now I can see again. Seems like... Yep, okay, I'm all caught up on chat. Hooray, KDP. Let me get the game completely shut down before anything further tragic can happen. I am all set. I gotta go figure out what the hell I'm gonna do for dinner tonight. Tomorrow, I'm finally down to just one 15-minute meeting. Today was a 4-hour meeting block. Yesterday was almost 6 hours of meetings. Tomorrow I'm down to 15 minutes, but then we have chore activities after work. So I am busy most of the evening tomorrow night. Friday is going to be very similar, as a matter of fact. So Saturday, I will be back with Sea of Saturdays. I might start at 2 o'clock Pacific like normal. I might start later. In theory, if it's late, it probably wouldn't be any later than 2:30. It could, in theory, be 3. I really hope it's not 3. Even if it's 3, though, I'm going to show up. I'm going to do something for at least an hour then. And then at 4 o'clock, we're going to raid into our good friend and buddy, Dan Servo. He and the Bullman are starting a For Reals 7 Days to Die version 1.0 run this Saturday. They did a Let's Experiment with it for Streamer Weekend last weekend just to tinker with stuff, see what it looked like in that. They're wiping out that server and starting it fresh, so they're doing a whole brand new one. You are busy pooping and working. I assume you mean both right now and on Saturday, but hey, either way, you're busy typing stuff into chat and doing sound effects and making me drink stuff, so that's all good fun. That's all I'm doing this for. Is just that, having some stupid, ridiculous fun. I do want to add more ridiculous, stupid fun, though. Looking at more sound effects. I'm still working on getting the Jedi bot to handle the video fun stuff, not just the sound effects. The equivalent. I have code that will do a parachute game. I don't think it's the exact one that the current parachute people use, but it's something very similar to that. I want to do some of those kind of games on my own too, just because I'm a software developer and it's something that I want to do. There are lots of them that exist out there, but I want it to be mine just because it could be. And then I'm also on the verge of gearing up for actually hunting for someone to do art for me as soon as I know what I want the art to be. And then we're going to get a bunch of new emotes and things. And then, I don't know, beyond that, we'll figure out what I want to do. Season 13 should last me several more streams at least. I think the first season of Expeditions is out in August? Probably late August, I'm thinking. So I may be about to have a kind of gap in programming content, so I got to find other stuff to do. That Ever After Falls might actually make the cut, especially if I start to get to something that's just a little bit creepy in there, because I think that's what's going to differentiate it from your average cozy farming sim. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. We could always go back to Bear and Breakfast too. That one is still adorable and creepy for meta reasons instead of part of the storyline. So that is going to keep me covered today. Let me take a quick look, see if anyone I know is up and running with some SnowRunner that we can go right into right now. Who is that? You going to show me a name anywhere? Someone is near the North region. Oh, okay, there's where the name is. I don't know who that is. There's someone with guitar in their name playing SnowRunner. That's a fun crossover. Let me get to the personal list here. Our good friend from the Sandwich verse, Roaming Mirk. He's busy doing some Beyond the Beyond. Midnight Sumo is actually playing some Pokemon right now. I don't think Midnight Sumo may ever do actual sumo again. That makes me really sad. That's some War Thunder. We don't want to do that. War Thunder is terrible. No, if I'm going to do some SnowRunner, it's going to have to be some semi-rando SnowRunner. Oh, I thought that was Agent Poop. It's Agent Popo, which is almost as good. But that's not even SnowRunner. You know what? Screw it. It's too hard. Doesn't look like anyone I know is actually doing anything really you know what? Screw it. Screw my screwing it. We're going to do random acts of Roaming Mirk just because we can. Roaming. There he is. Yeah, I don't really know what Beyond the Beyond is. It looks like it's kind of an old school flashback JRPG sort of something. He's doing part 6, ranking every PS1 RPG. So it does look like an old school JRPG because it apparently is. Well, you know what? That one sounds awesome. Let me click the start raid button so we're getting ready to go. I will be back. I look forward to seeing everybody on Saturday at some point. If I'm not on right at 2, just sit there and keep hitting F5 on Twitch until I show up. That's how it'll work. It'll be fine. Everything's going to be awesome there. So let me play you some happy EDM, courtesy of Pretzel. And then I'm going to kick off this raid. Come on, EDM. Don't pull the Sirenscape and give me a giant delay or anything. Don't mess with me. I will fight you. Okay, maybe they took the ADM away. You know what? Screw it. Everything's a disaster. I'll see you on Saturday. Bye.